Hey everybody, so this is a video that shows other features for GroundCloud. So I'm on my dashboard, and maybe I've already gone over some of these in some other video, maybe I haven't, but we're going to try to cover the whatever the leftovers are. So for my dashboard, if I hit my menu, so we know what the dashboard is. My Drive is basically your maps. Manifest is, it's pretty simple, your manifest. We're not going to do subzones or notifications or messages, schedule, or time card. So if you got safety, this is where your safety training video would be. So I have no safety trainings for today. Inspections. So I've already done my pre-trip inspection. This is where you're going to do your post-trip inspection. Complete your post-trip inspection. So when you do that, I'll show you that here in just a second, because I'm pretty sure that it'll close the app out when you do that. Offline maps, if you're in, for example, we're in Georgia, so I have Georgia installed. You can, there's no other reason to do it, but you can download all these other maps for offline. In your settings, that's kind of what I really want to get into. So this looks different from an Android device. I do not know that much about an Android device. There's other drivers that you may be working with that could help you with an Android device, but this is iOS. So your map preferences, you can go here, and so I do manual route mode. It's already selected, but if you wanted navigation to take course, you would just deselect that. Use animated next stop icon. So that's if you've been watching the videos, the next stop icon is going to be red. If you don't care for that, which I recommend that you leave it just like it is here, select it. It just because it makes it different colored, and that's going to be your next stop. Show direction arrows, that's for your GPS. It shows which way you need to be going, stuff like that. Show your MPHs. I've got that deselected. Again, this is mostly for navigating and stuff like that. Shows subzones on my drive. If you know how to crack the code for subzones, you can select that option here. Current street displayed. So it's very helpful. A ton of information for your map preferences. Your customized current location indicator, I've got mine set to purple. Go FedEx. But you can even change that color to whatever you want. And mine's set to large. You can, small, medium, large indicator size. Customize your stop label is pretty cool. If you click on that, so if you use your SID, you can click that, and it shows your SID up there, and then it groups them by color. Again, I don't use it, so I don't really know what that does. But you can change the color of or the size of your SID right there. Your package size description is that one right there, and I've got mine set to max, but you can change that to whatever size you want to. Your card style, or I'm sorry, your label style. So mine's set to floating. If you do card, very similar. Floating, it kind of doesn't keep everything together. If you do card, it kind of looks like a little business card or index card. So you can change your style for there. So that's what customized stop labels section looks like. Show upcoming stops within range of next stop. I don't really use that one, but it would basically show like if you're at stop 1 and you got 3 more stops coming up that's real close, it would, at the bottom of the screen, it would show you those 3 stops or 4, however many. I've got my hide stops on map after delivery. So if I deliver something, that prompts the delivery stop to fall off the map, so it doesn't confuse me if I'm running around and it looks like I forgot a stop. So I've got mine to just disappear after I've made the delivery. So I do recommend doing that. It helps keep your map clean and clear and under control. Some of y'all get that, some of you won't. Offline map download per route, it's integrated. I've got mine selected. That's, again, we just went over that just a second ago. So integrated, I think integrated is recommended by GroundCloud for your map application. So it basically uses a variety of maps to hopefully stay current and updated. But you can, if you have, if you want to only use Apple or only use Google, you can do that as well. When to launch my application, I think it's predetermined to do always, and if you do, you can do never. I don't really, to be honest with you, don't know what that means. I just never fooled with that. So that's your Mac preferences in a nutshell. Reset session, I'll show you what that does real quick. Well, it may not even actually show you, but if you tap that, so network session has reset. So that's all that does, is it basically, it's like going into airplane mode for the device. And then comes right back out of it. And if you have a problem and you don't have service, you can do that, and it helps you with resetting it that way. I think I went over it already, but night mode, so see how bright the screen is. This is very bright if you're driving around at night or in the dark. So if you want to select it, it turns your screen black, and I'll show you kind of. So it changes, even your drive to dark and black. So it's very helpful because it is bright at night. So if I go back here, see, I think I've covered most of it. Let me go back through dashboard. So dashboard, that's, again, earlier, that was your stops on the left, packages delivered on the right. This application does keep up with your, how many hours you're driving through the day and the week, how many hours you're working, the miles, and your stops. It gives you down here at the bottom, that'll kind of tell you what your average is for the day and for the week. Let's go back here. I think I covered everything in Manifest earlier. So something I don't think I did cover. See that printer icon right there? So if you're in the office or if you're at home and you're working on this or whatever before you leave, basically that printer icon allow you to print your manifest out. So I don't do that, but for anybody that might want to, that option is out there. I showed you how to reorder, stops, delete, guys. I think that's going to be close to wrapping it up. I'm going to put, if it's not on this video, it should be, but I'm going to put GroundCloud's tech support number on each video. That way you can call them directly. It wouldn't do any good to call somebody other than GroundCloud. Like if you're on a different team, this is specific to your team. My team is Alex Logistics right there. So all this is specific to us, but this is just pretty informative video on how to get familiar with some of the other functions and features that I may not have just showed you in the other videos. So, all right, well, thank you for your time, guys.